we'll get started with prayer and pledge. Let me up that time. May the God known to each of us provide the strength and wisdom to perform the duties and fulfill the responsibilities required by our oaths of office. May our actions be pleasing to God and meet the expectations of the citizens we serve. Amen. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, it was kind of cold when we got in here. I wore a jacket. I wore this jacket to meetings before I got here. We'll go ahead and call our meeting to order for December 19th. Just as a side note, there are things on the agenda that we covered and some questions be answered this evening that we talked about during the work session, but for the most part, department heads aren't here. Families in town, it's Christmas week, so some of our people are normally here or not. Chief in particular is visiting his son in Tokyo, Japan. So he's deployed, and Chief will go visit with him. So that's why we're short a few people this evening. Council members have minutes from December the 5th before you. What is your pleasure?
I'll make a motion. Second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We will go to public comments, which is item 4 on our agenda. Larry Brumfield, 723B Merritt Street. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor. You're up.
Okay, thank you. First, I got the permission of Donnie Klein to go ahead and say what I'm going to say, so the bombs it just fall. So, various awards have been presented many times to certain people during the Barboursville City Council meeting I've attended over the last few years. And tonight is no exception, because I have the proud honor of presenting 2 people here tonight with the magically mysterious Order of the Cosmic Monarch Butterfly Antenna Award. And those 2 people are Mayor Chris Tatum and Recorder Rachel Patton, who expertly channeled Mayor Tatum at the last City Council meeting when he wasn't present. And this award is appropriate because these people serve as monarchs of a sort over this quaint little village of Barboursville. The antenna on this award are wired so that they can be manipulated into any shape desired by the wearer to reflect the different moods they are in. I'm sure that whenever the mayor and recorder wear these antennae around town or the city council meeting, they will be the center of everyone's attention, just like monarch royalty should be. Here's what one looks like. And I think if those present here tonight clap and cheer loudly enough, the recipients might model these antennae for us on the record, as they say.
I've never been presented with such an honor. It's quite an honor. I appreciate your candor here this evening.
I'm sure your daughter will like that. And here you go.
Thank you very much. Like I said, I appreciate your candor. I've never been presented with such a thing. Thanks for your comments, Larry. I appreciate that. And like I said, I've never been presented with such an award, but I'll take it as a badge of honor. Jacob Mitchell, 703 Water Street. You have the floor, sir.
I want to say that the Christmas decorations this year were really awesome, especially the Ferris wheel and the roller coaster ride. My daughter seemed to really get a kick out of that. I think y'all really overdid it, which you can never overdo it in the spirit of Clark W. Griswold. It was really good. Maybe a future note, maybe we could try to up the people on Grant Gardens one year. The ones who have it hooked into the radio station up in Ona.
Oh, I got it, okay.
Like that I've never seen anything like that. I've always seen it online, but never here. But the display here is awesome. It just, I wish it would have snowed so that it would have just been more of a winter wonderland type thing. I was also, this evening, just wanting to say thank you to you and you for allowing me to help in the community this year. I never expected to go from the couch or the car to doing anything constructive in my life. This is the time of year to kind of be thankful, or truly be thankful for the things that we do that are good, and everyone in here in this room has given us the opportunity to live in a place where you don't have to worry about leaving your door unlocked when you go out of town. You don't have to worry about the people who steal your packages off your porch, because we have enough police officers around here. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. And it's been, like I said, it's been a new year. So I'm new to all of this, and I'm sure I've ticked off somebody along the way. So I just want you to know that I will always do my best to correct anything that's wrong, and always do my best to help in the community. So thank you all, and I know it's going to be a good night.
Thanks for your comments. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. I think in public service, no one makes everyone happy, and
I actually used your words the other day.
I'll not ask you to repeat them. How's that? But in all seriousness, I appreciate your passion for the village, and thanks for being here this evening. We don't have old business. We do have a few things for new business. The first item is consideration of approval of bid for our solid waste contract, which is the landfill contract. And Rachel, if you have numbers, you want to go over those.
We only got 2 bids in, and one was from Rumpke and one was Republic Services. Rumpke's price is $20.75 per ton for municipal solid waste. Tires is $23.50 per ton, and construction materials is $20.75 per ton. Republic Services, material, solid waste or municipal solid waste, $21.33. Tires, $21.33, and household hazardous waste is $21.33. So all $21.33. We were with Republic Services last year, and we paid $18 per ton. So the price has went up, but that's what we got in yesterday. I'll let Danny say who they would like to go with.
Yeah, we'll go with the low quote, Rumpke, and that's who the people that visit the sites prefer, so they have a better site to unload and clean your vehicle before it gets on the road, so Rumpke's who we would like to recommend.
Just another note for the council, they are the entity who handles the recycling program that we contribute to through the Calhoun County Solid Waste Authority, so they're the ones who go and pick up our recycling as well every week. Either company, I have nothing negative to say about them. I work with both of them, so the recommendation before you this evening is for Rumpke from the Public Works Department and Sanitation Department.
Make the motion.
Motion and a second on the floor. Is there any further discussion?
I do have one question. Is this a year, 1 year? Is that what the term is?
Yeah, we do it annually.
I think we just voted on this thing, honestly. And as you already mentioned, the guys prefer to go there. As far as distance-wise goes, is this still a smart, I mean, it's pretty much equal?
The lady said it was almost, there was one lady that came to our bid opening, and she said it's almost
Pretty
exactly
much
the same.
either direction.
About
Yeah.
And I have heard the trash guys say they would prefer Rumpke.
If it's easier on the guys, I'm all
Yeah.
for it, so.
So, yeah, I know we gather our own guys do our own garbage and everything, so you're
Landfill.
Rumpke, this is the landfill.
Landfill.
Yeah.
So, I guess I wasn't aware that Rumpke and Republic had separate landfills, they own their own.
Yep, they have their own facilities. There's actually another one in the area that has bid before, but they did not bid this year, and it's Big Run in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't bid this year.
Are these, just for my information, are these landfills, are they both in Kentucky as well?
Yeah.
They are, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Thank
Any other questions, comments for the bid for the solid waste and landfill contract? Hearing none, we have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is Barboursville Volunteer Fire Department funding. We met in work session the other day with no action taken, and we did have a discussion about a funding request for the fire department, and I think we all agreed that we should give them a finite answer as to where we are. And just as a recommendation of the council based off of our work session the other day, I would like to make the recommendation that we include them as part of our budget preparation. They have costs that go up from year to year. We have a certain amount of dollars that are committed out of the excess levy, but I think we should visit with them to understand their budget a little more, to see what their revenues and expenses are. They also apply for grants periodically, and I think we should see that. They're very transparent, I'll say this. They gave us all the information we asked for, but officially, I would like to make the recommendation that we take them in as part of our budget process, so we're planning the whole year out. We don't have unanticipated expenses, so if we know what their projects are, they're already in the works, and John and myself and can plan the budget out a little more effectively for them and for us. So that's my recommendation. I think to give them a finite answer, we should probably vote on that. So I'll entertain a motion to that effect.
I'll make a motion that we have them discuss what their preparations are for next year, and we'll look at our budget and see what we do.
Perfect.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second on the floor. Is there any further discussion, comments, or otherwise? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I'm gonna go out of order for a second. I want to give Deputy Chief Jividen the floor. We do have a promotion this evening for Officer Tim Corbett. Testing was held. They've gone through the process, and so Officer Jividen, you have the floor, sir.
All right, I'd like to, I'm not the public speaker of normal, but I'd like to go over a little bit. Tim came here in 2008, worked midnight shift, as soon as he came. We worked together for many years. Over the years, me personally, I've observed him as extremely qualified. He's very organized. He is the reason that we have set up our K9. He has functionally operated that by himself. We've had two in the past. We're down to one now. But I have the utmost confidence in going forward for this promotion. Tim, would you like to step up here? Sarah, come up.
I'll say too while he's coming up. Being Ruger's dad is not an easy job for sure, but the community certainly appreciates your involvement with the school system. We appreciate what you do for the village, and your partner is one of our favorite officers, but only because he's an animal, and I like animals a lot better than people generally. But thank you for what you do for the city. Promotion is well deserved, and we appreciate everything you do for Barboursville.
My privilege to offer you the sergeant's position. Have your wife take off that one for you. I'll hold it for you. I need to get our steps going. All right. I'd like to present our newest sergeant, Tim Corbett.
And our last item on the agenda is employment matters for the Barboursville Police Department. I'm going to make a motion to go into executive session. Officer Lucas will call for candidates here in just a minute, but I need a second to go into executive session.
I'll make it.
Motion and a second to go to executive session. We'll be back shortly. So we'll go into the conference room.